विद्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। मैं सभी भक्तों, शिष्यों, समाजियों, सत्संगियों, श्री महंत कोठारी तानेदार जो इस समय विश्व भर में 2-वे वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस द्वारा बैठे हुए हैं, उन सबका प्रेम और आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। Thanks for the bhajan team for a sweet, beautiful bhajan in the morning. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us all over the world. At this time through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV and 2-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha all over the world. Cities sitting with us in 2-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha. Hebbal, Bangalore, Scottsdale, Arizona, Philadelphia, Hyderabad, Gupta Kashi, High Point, North Carolina, Istanbul, Turkey, Stratford, Connecticut, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Belgium, Dhyanapitham, Nityananda University, Paris, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Ohio, Shivananda, Nityananda University, Los Angeles, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Houston, Kalahasti, San Jose, Madurai, Nityananda Nagara, Bidadi, Seattle, Chidambaram, Kuala Lumpur, Perni, Toronto, Kailasam, Vancouver, Canada, Singapore, Singapuram, Oklahoma, Somanatham, St. Louis, Festus, Phoenix, Kanchipuram, Oman, Sivagangai, Slovakia, Pobrad. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Indrani, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Somanatham, I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I wanted to expand on the science of perpetual completion. 27th Inner Awakening, 3rd day happening. The science of completion. Please listen. Yesterday, you all have been initiated into the science of completion. The initial, first level initiation. Today, we will be working on the deeper layers of completion, deeper level process of completion. Yesterday I can see so many of you having so much completion. I could see literally the whole hall completing. Not just one or two, the whole hall was completing, means the whole collective group, the whole it was like a completion energy ball where all of you are inside, all of you getting literally inside one pot with the fire called completion. Completion happening in every one of you. Beautiful, I tell you. Bring your nervous system and biomemory to its natural space called perpetual completion. Your system is hardwired, your system is manufactured to be in the space of perpetual completion. Please understand, I am not teaching you any superstitiousness. If you reside in perpetual completion, very easily you can live 300 years. System can live at least for 300 years. If you live in the space of completion, the perpetual completion. Today, we will enter into the methodology of deeper completion. Yesterday you completed with various patterns, incompletions, individually. Especially that one clarity. I wanted all over the world, all the satsangis to know this. Yesterday when I explained completion, one of the unique, important truth was revealed, which I wanted all of you to listen now. The exact methodology of completion, reliving, is relieving. Listen. Once you write down all the incidents you need to complete, sit and start reliving, not just remembering. Please listen. Not just remembering, reliving. I'll explain the exact difference. What is reliving, what is remembering? Listen. I'll give you the example. At the age of 6, you are playing in the rain. Your mom sees you suddenly and drags you into the house and locks you in the house and shouts at you. Don't play in the rain. How many times I told you, you will catch cold, you will fall sick. Now, if you look that incident with the present intelligence, you will always feel your mom was so careful about your health. You will feel, oh, she took care of me throughout her life. At that time also she cared for my health. Understand? When you look at that incident now, your interpretation, your understanding is different. Don't look at that incident from the intelligence you have now. Go back to that same 6-year-old child. Same intelligence, same logic, same understanding you had at the age of 6. If you see from the age of 6, naturally you will feel terrorized. You must have been screaming towards your mother, kicking the wall, kicking the door, telling your mother, you die, leave me to play. At that time, you may not have had the intelligence, thinking your mother is taking care of your health, your mother is taking care of you and all that. No. At that moment, you would have been only terrorized by your mother. Understand? Go back to that moment, same intelligence, same intellect, same level of understanding, knowledge, same space, same place, same memory, and start reliving. This is the difference between remembering and reliving. If you try to recall from the space you exist now, it is remembering. If you go back to that same space and recall, it is reliving. Understand? When you relive an incident, the layers of fear, guilt, shame, suffering, sadness got accumulated in your biomemory. When you relive that incident, it will all start melting down, leaving your biomemory. That is why I say reliving is relieving. Let all those experiences and emotions unwind in your biomemory, in your nervous system, and get eased. Let them just melt down and leave your system. Every incident, the incompletions built during the incident becomes a stress in your biomemory, in your nervous system. Becomes a knot in your nervous system. When you relive, that knots, that stress melts down, melts down, melts down. But reliving has to happen from the context when the incident happened, at the same age, same memory, same intelligence, without justifying anybody, any situation, from the understandings and memory, intelligence you have now. In this incident, your mother thrashing you and locking you in the house, if you look at from the context now, you may feel your mother has done good for you to protect your health, to save you from wheezing, to save you from pneumonia, to save you from sinus, to save you from cold. But if you go back to that same space and start reliving, without any of these understandings you gathered now, you may look at your mother as a wild, powerful animal controlling you. Whatever emotion, idea, experience, perception, knowledge you had at that time, whatever context you had at that time, whatever interpretation you had at that time, relive, relive, relive. The tremendous load, unexplainable load you carry, which is a combination of fear, sadness, depression, self-hatred, self-doubt, self-denial, which is a combination of so many things. All those layers will start just melting down. It will just start melting down. If you use the present intelligence, intellect, context, and try to relive those incidents, it will be only remembering. It can only give you the intellectual understanding, but not the complete relief, completion in the bio-memory level. But if you go back to that same context and relive, at the age of 10 or 11 or 20 or 13 or 6 or 7, the nervous system will be completely eased, and so much incompletions will melt down, so much incompletions will be cleared. Reliving is relieving. Reliving is relieving. More and more precise way, the methodology of completion is getting expressed when Mahadeva gives initiation. Every time initiation happens, I invoke him, ask him to be directly give the initiation. So every time he initiates, he gives more and more precise words, a precise methodology which helps all of you to achieve more and more deeper and deeper levels of completion. So all the disciples, devotees, samajis, satsangis, mahants, Sri Mahants, Kotaris, Tanidars practicing completion, understand the precise difference between remembering and reliving. You need to understand the difference between remembering and reliving. And now, it's time for all of you to start reliving and reliving, practicing the completion process precisely. I'll repeat once more. If you are completing the incident happened at the age of 7, you should recollect that incident from the context, understanding, intellect you had at that age. You will not be recollecting with the context, understanding of now. The intelligence you have now, the context you have now, the understanding you have now should not be brought when you are reliving the age of the incident happened at the age of 6 or 7. One devotee came and told me, Swamiji, in the young age, at the age of 8, I was physically abused by one of the relative. But now when I look that person, he is such a nice person, such good person, caring, respecting all of us, including me. How can I curse him? I told her, you don't need to curse that person, but when you relive and complete with that incident, you cannot have the context that he is a good person which you are having now. You have to have the exact context you had at that time. At that time, if you felt he is a good person, keep that context. At that time, if you felt he is a bad person, he is a demon, he is abusing you, have that context. At that time when that incident happened, whatever was the context, relive from that context. Relive from that context. So understand, go back to that same intelligence. Go back to that same emotion. Go back to that same understandings you had. With that, relive, 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 and relieve. When you relive this way and relieve, you will see the heaviness, incompletion, sadness, fear, suffering, which you were carrying in your biomemory at that time will not have power over your present and future decisions. Your present and future decisions. That is why I am saying, please understand. That is why I am saying, please understand. I am repeating. Reliving is relieving. Completion is such powerful process. When you are reliving the incident happened at the age of 7, from that context, you will naturally be disidentified. In the way for out. When you are completely trying to be in that same context, because it is past and dead, you will simply be disidentified. A ripe fruit falls from the tree. The fruit does not fall from the tree if still it is feeling it needs some more support from the tree to ripe. Only as long as it is an incompletion, it doesn't fall from your system. The moment it becomes complete, it automatically leaves your system. When you relive intensely, sincerely, simply you are relieved. Today, we will move into the next level of completion. One more thing, after reliving at least 5 times, you will see by yourself those memories, emotions, incompletions, hangovers, residues does not have power over your system anymore, even if you remember them. Even if by accidentally they are provoked in you, those memories are awakened in you. You are reminded about them. It will not impact your inner space. You will not carry that heaviness. You won't carry that heaviness. It will never be part of your cognition at all. Today, we will move to the next levels of completion and learn the science how to exist in the space of perpetual completion. How to exist in the space of perpetual completion. Understand the perpetual completion. Living perpetual completion is what I call living Advaita, living enlightenment. Living the perpetual completion is what I call living Advaita. Complete, complete, complete. More and more and more. Whatever incompletion happens, whatever incompletion you remember, anything which puts you in the space of powerlessness, go back to the source. When you started experiencing it, relive, 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 and relieve. Relive, 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 and relieve. Any completion done once, it will not impact your future anymore. You will be free from the effects and side effects and after effects of that. Even the modern day psychologists are confirming your brain doesn't know the difference between real experience and one that is relived. Joseph Carver is a PhD psychologist. He has shown in his research, when we relive with new cognition, means that new consciousness, your consciousness is continuously growing. Your cognition is continuously growing. New cognition means the cognition in which the completion process is initiated. So after the initiation into completion, you are sitting and reliving, not just to brood over, but to complete. With this new context, to complete, when you sit and relive, the memory gets saved back in the new cognition, overwriting the old memory, removing the emotional part of the memory, and removing all the incompletion, powerless part of those memories. All the past emotions which puts you in powerlessness, all of that being removed, and the new memory gets saved, removing the powerlessness part of the old memory. The rewriting happens. So understand, with this new cognition of completion, simply relive, you will be relieved. when the completion becomes perpetual completion. Today especially, we are going to work on finding each one of your root patterns. Yesterday, we worked on completing with your patterns. Today, root patterns. The root of all the patterns. I'll be guiding all of you to find the root of all the patterns, the Moola Samskara, from which your patterns manifest, your incompletions start. When we find the root of the patterns and start reliving, simply you get relieved. Reliving is relieving, especially when we find your root pattern and completion is done with the root pattern. You are literally relieved from the sufferings you are again and again manifesting in your life for so many years. So many years. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.